Good morning, guys. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Sunday, beautiful Sunday, December 20, 2020, and the time is about 3:45 a.m. Yes, I probably awakened maybe a half an hour ago. And yeah, I had another vision. Yeah, I haven't really been focusing on the vision stuff so much. Yeah, I have my monitor on. Yeah, I fell asleep with it on. Hey, hi, Camp. Yeah, huggy, huggy. Hug to you, too. Yeah. Boy, I know I haven't done a morning session in a couple of days. But all is good. All is good here. Yeah, I think I'm kind of focused on the orbs. Yeah, I had bought, yes, good morning, people. Good morning. Welcome, welcome this beautiful Sunday, early Sunday morning here in New York City. And let me zoom in more of outside. Yeah, that's in my window. It's a beautiful, oops, it's a beautiful look outside. Yeah, the early morning, nighttime, looking at the tall buildings and the lights that are on is absolutely beautiful. I'm sipping of some pomegranate tea. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't get my tea yet. Yes, usually in the morning, I get my beverage to drink, whether it be just water or my elixir. Hope the screen's not gonna block out. Yeah, I'm just noticing the screen. It has a bar on top. Oh, hope it doesn't um, fade out. Yeah, I've been having problem with the camera. It could be because it's full, the camera, even though I'm live streaming. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. I bought a camera, what do you call it, like a security camera, two of them to keep in my apartment. I capture orbs on it. I kid you not. Orbs exist. Yeah, you could attach an app to your smartphone and you could watch it live. I kid you not. It, for whatever reason, allows you to see. Okay, that's right. It has the infrared sensor on it. So it could. Yeah, is the audio okay? I had a drop of viewers, so I don't know whether they can't hear me. Yeah, I have my mic on right by my face. Okay, good, great. Thank you, Cap. I know I can always rely on you letting me know if the audio. Yeah, let me know also. Sometimes I might move, turn my eyes away from the monitor. If you see the screen go black or something like that, like it froze, you could type in, "Hey, you still there?" Yeah, and if I notice it, I'll say it also. Hey, the screen just went black. You can't see the lights. Yeah, yeah. I think I've been focused on that. The what do you call the orbs? And yeah, I've been in my room all day yesterday. It was cold out there, man. Yeah. So let me begin with the vision that I had this morning. As you guys know, when I'm sleeping, dreaming, and then I awaken, I see, um, yeah, just relax and keep my eyes closed. And then, boom, I see something. Sometimes it could be clear, sometimes it's fuzzy. Well, I should say many times it's fuzzy. What I saw today, um, I saw flooring again, flooring like tile floor. It looked like made out of stone. It was a dark gray, very porous looking. Um, it was six-sided, about the size of an adult hand, the length of it. So let's say about 7 inches or so, and equal distance from each other, but it was about maybe, yeah, six-sided. Um, it was flushed against the ground, um, but still had texture. The feel of it looked like it would have a roughness feel to it, had like a porosity to it. Um, and it was up close, relatively close, maybe about 3 feet above, from 2 to 3 feet above, looking down. The vision, seeing it from above, looking downward. Um, and when started noticing the floor, I said, oh, I hope I can try to see something more. It kind of wobbled a little bit, you know, and then the vision faded. And then after that, I said, look, I want to try to see more. You just try to relax a little more. Maybe if I relax more, relax my eyes more, maybe I might see more. And maybe like 2 minutes later, after that, I saw like a family. It was like, like when you're huddled together, when you're going to take a family photo, like that. Yeah, it was about from 5 to 8 people that I saw. So, closely huddled. Some were sitting, some were standing. Like, yeah, they have your arms around each other. When you're doing a photo, you want to get in close, tight, stay close together. And they were smiling. I remember seeing smiling faces. What did the people look like? Okay, it was just for a split second. Um, like, you see the people, and then as if it was a camera, it zooming back out, further away from them, and then the lens went up, like upward. So it's you see them relatively close, like the distance as if you're going to do a group photo, and then like the lens going back, rather than zooming, then it pulled back a little bit, and then upward, away from, so I couldn't see them anymore, and that was it. But what I mean, it was so fast. Maybe a 1.5 seconds, something like that. It was really quick, like long enough that I could see. Oh, those are people, you know, and then that's it. The camera moved as if it was a camera showing. What the people looked like, they were human. They were people, wearing regular clothes. Um, I remember there were different shades of color in what they were wearing. They weren't wearing all black or all white. They were it was subdued, dark and light colors, subdued colors. Um, the season, they had a lot of clothes on, so maybe it was a warmer weather. I gathered that maybe it's cooler outside, so they're wearing, in layers. Um, Boy, I couldn't really get detailed because it's so quick. And I remember, because I said, boy, I gotta focus. I gotta focus. I said to myself, because even in the natural, when you're looking at something, it's usually a focal point. And so towards the center of the group, I did spot a lady that she stood out to me. It was a what you would call a Caucasian family, Caucasian looking white people, and they had dark hair. And she had relatively long hair, had a lot of body to it, like maybe she put her hair in rollers or something, combing out. It had fullness, very nice. What you would call them like, yeah, more people are dropping off the line. You don't want to hear about the people. Yeah, I mean, this is real though, what I'm saying. So it's not, you shouldn't be offended. Um, they were, yeah, it looked like a Caucasian family. What do you call Latin? A Latin family. Latin meaning like they could have been from Italy, Sicily, Portugal type look, you know, smooth, creamy skin, dark hair, and it looked like it was like in a living room area, but like a big place, a big room. It looked like a very large room, very nice, very middle class, upper middle, but modest. Modest, but like they like nice things. They look like the impression. They look like they have a nice life, nice taking care of family. Had a happy feel to it, very happy. Yeah, her hair was out, and I know there was a group of people. I think there were children. First, I know I saw the lady, and I know that there had to be a man next to her. She was to the right, and he was like I think to the left, and there were other people around. I think there were shorter people up front because yeah, there was scattered about. Yeah, so I assume that those were children. And it looked nice. It was a nice, formal room. Really, really nice setup. And I'm glad I saw that. It was again. It was just for a split second. This family. And so my question about all this, Camp, if you're still there, my impression. What thoughts I had? What if? What if people? What if I have another life somewhere else? I know, I'm pretty sure I talked about something like this. What if I am having another life, another point of attention somewhere else? I've never seen those people before. It was indoors, so I didn't see a window, but I saw a lot of things in it. It was a lot of things. And nice room. Good taste. They have very good taste. Um, so I can't tell whether it was light outside or dark outside. But my impression that it was something late in the day. My impression. But what if? What if I have a life somewhere else? Now, uh, I was the one. I mean, through my vision, as if I'm the one taking the picture. I'm definitely observing them. What if I have another life somewhere else? Another existence? What if when I see, like, those of you who have been following my channel and my vision, you could, I guess, call it like a vision series. I have what do you call it? What do you call it? Playback? What do you call it when um, you group the different chapters, different sections? Playlist, that's right. I had a playlist. Yeah, what if I have, I did a playlist with my visions and dreams. But what if, with the things that I'm seeing, like the floor, like, yeah, like I was going to say, many of you see a lot of times I have pictures of the floor, some type of flooring, and it's usually tile floors made out of stone or ceramic. The first group of tile floors was outside in a very spectacular looking environment. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a better picture here. I like the looking at the lights. Yeah, what if, yeah, and then some of the tile floors was like, looked like bathroom tile flooring in some house enclosure. What if I am, because I was wondering, man, why am I fixated on some ground looking downward? Why is this? What's this fetish? I mean, I like tiles, but I don't have a fetish for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, oops, sorry. My elbow hit the tripod. Well, what if in this other existence I am a carpenter? What do you call it? Like someone who specializes in tile floors. What if I have that type of existence somewhere? That I'm a tile floor specialist. And I work for, I do projects for um, affluent people, people who can afford tile flooring. And it looked like some of the work, like the work that I saw outside. Uh, and I was like studying, I was like looking at it. What if I'm that type of person? Am I a tile floor specialist? And so my job is to look at people's flooring or to make sure the job is done well. Because I'm like looking and looking at it, you know? What if? What if people, when we go to sleep, we're somewhere else, having another point of attention? We can have families outside. What if it's a past life? But what I saw today, the family, they look very modern. Very modern house, indoors, very nice. Look like a modern session, You see them now, okay, something current. Where are these places? Who are these people? How could I discover this existence? This is something that's really interesting and should be interesting for all of you who are listening. And because I'm waking up from sleep, when you're dreaming, you're at a deep, deep level of relaxation. And then there's a switch in awareness because now you finished the dream or the sleep and you're like switching channels because now you have another point of attention because now you're awakening from the sleep, right? And in between those two existence, sleep, or I should say dream state, and the awake state, there could be a doorway, another portal into someone else's point of attention that I am tapping on that maybe I am a part of. That would make more sense. Because it's always as if like I am the observer in this point of attention. Yeah. So I think this news is kind of hot for some people. Yeah, could you guys still hear me? Yeah, I had a group of people on and then they all kind of like drop. Is this subject matter offending you? It shouldn't offend you. It shouldn't scare you. We're more than this existence. Life is more than just this. Yeah, this is what it's symbolizing. I mean, signifying that there's some other awareness out there, and you could observe in it. And it's like what's really weird about it is that it's like I am borrowing the eyes of the person that's there, but I cannot navigate. It's not like, okay, I'm going to move here, okay, then I'm going to move this. Because what if I'm another person somewhere else? I'm not in charge of that avatar in this point of attention where I am right now in New York City. But because we might be energetically connected, because I'm maybe um, part of my essence is in that other location. So I might have some influence on being able to tap onto other frequencies that, I mean, again, I'm just speculating that I am energetically connected to. And that's why I'm able to see it through their eyes, as if it's their eyes, you know? Yeah, because the group photo, and I think they were moving too. It was like a real scene, like a real scene. They looked happy. And I'm looking, and it looked like they're looking at me, and then it pulls away, as if the camera zooming back out and then raised upward the camera or the vision. Yeah, I remember in other visions I had, I was outside. I was seeing outside as if it was a camera because it zoomed in. How a camera would zoom in. The natural eye can't do that. And it was panning to the left, to the right, and I saw I think a man standing. It was a daylight, and it was a dog. It could have been like a golden retriever type dog, that size dog. And I remember it was shaking. You know when dogs get out of the water, how it shakes itself? And I'm looking at this thing move. I said, oh my God, that's a dog. And it's shaking. Yeah, but it had a strong feel of I'm looking through a camera and I zooming in. It was a positive scene. The man, a Caucasian guy, wearing slacks, just casual wear. And it was they were on some type of mount, like grass, and then looking on a pond or something like that, a body of water. It was very peaceful looking, very, very peaceful, very. It was really wow. Some of the things that I'm seeing, I have seen other things, maybe the past 2 days, but it was so quick, so faint. Um, I didn't really bother to discuss it. I remember that there was some light colored tiles, again, tile floor. It was white, like bathroom tile. They were small. They were like an inch in diameter. I think also 6-sided. But this one was a little different. This one I was looking real close at it, within maybe 5, 6 inches from above. And I remember seeing these golden things around. it's hard to really tell, but I remember seeing gold like a foil or something golden, something metallic. They were small little bits, like um, a little smaller than the tile for each individual tile floor. And again, it was white tile floor, and it was strewn out like in a pattern design, those little bits were just kind of like sprinkled all over. I didn't know what it was. Oh, what else? Oh, and I remember I saw a mug. You know what you drink coffee or something out of. It was a tall mug, a pale color, and the shape I thought was unique. Like, um, it like it was a narrow mug, maybe 2.5 in width, and the sides were straight. That was what we were weird about this shaped mug. It was, you know, very, the sides were very straight. But imagine, okay, you can take a mug, um, even though it was a smooth surface, like um, it was a flat surface, the perimeter of the mug. But imagine that rather than like vertically straight, it tapered inward a little bit. And let's say, okay, if okay, was it 90 degrees? So let's say uh, it was tilted 80 degrees, something like that. It slightly went inward, but very straight. And so the mouth of the mug would be narrower than the base. Okay, so it went inward uh, at the mouth rather than the base. Like some mugs might flare outward. So it's v- it's more of a obtuse angle. It's the mouth portion would be wider, or a bigger opening than the base. Okay, if that makes sense. So just think of it like a mug, and it went inward, tilted inward, the angle. Yeah. I forget what the handle looked like, but I thought that shape was different. It was a pale color ceramic mug, smooth. It was smooth, glazed. And that might have been like 2 days ago. The mug, yeah, was it yesterday? I think the day before yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, I want to um, keep an eye, like I mention all these things, so it's like keeping a record. Sometimes I draw it out. I'm not the best drawer, but I do have a book that I got, a drawing book to do these, to draw what I see. Yeah. Um, I think this is quite fascinating, people. Quite fascinating. See, our mind is telling us we're our existence is more than just this. It's more than just this. There are things out there. And interesting, all the things that I see, most of the things that I see, seem to be in what we would call a Western type society. I live in New York City, so it's a society, because the type of structures and everything. So it's not like um, in the middle of a jungle, But one of the things that I saw, and I think it was this year. Yeah, I think it was this year. I was at again, a construction site of some type. It was outdoors, um, muddy ground, muddy, wet puddles, mud everywhere, and there were feet. They were wearing like something that showed their bare legs, and these were people of color. These were dark-skinned people, and they were barefoot. I saw someone with bare feet. It had weird shaped toes. I mean, they were human feet, human people, but like the tips of the toes flared out more, like little knobbies. I call them knobbies. You know, it was like weird. It flared out. I mean, yeah, you have toes, but the shape kind of like almost like a mushroom toes. Mushroom how it rounds out. That type of look. And they were knobby looking toes, bare feet, muddy, but they were small. It was a small person. It was my impression was a man's foot than a lady's. Um, and we're working at a site. Again, I'm the eyes of the person next to him, and I saw a tractor. Um, the like the wheels of a tractor, how it has those big ridges. These were thin ridges that were perpendicular to each other. They didn't touch each other, the two lines, like two lines, and they're perpendicular to each other, or slight, or slight angle to it, um, but they didn't intercept each other. And I see it moving backwards, and then it move forward, and you see the mud everywhere. That my impression, again, I don't know, but my impression was that like a place like India or maybe Sri Lanka. They were dark skinned, but it was just an impression that the type of it was tiny, a tiny man, a small frame person. I didn't see any face. I just saw the legs and the feet, and they did have shoes on. So I don't know any place in some construction site. Like in America, you better have on your steel toe shoes, right? You better. Something fall on your feet. So this place didn't have that restriction. Okay. And it was just an impression. Again, I didn't see the face, but they have technology. They had the uh, tractor, I get those things that could dig. I don't think I saw the very front of it, but I saw those wheels, and I was looking downward, so I could see that the thing move, rolling backwards, rolling forward. Oh, I think they were. I don't know. I'm thinking that it was like like a conveyor belt, but maybe it could have been actually wheels. Because that video, I did a talk on that video, the vision that I saw with the outdoor construction site with the feet and the brown people, dark brown. I did a thumbnail trying to find something that it reminded me of, and I put at random something I could find over the internet to create the thumbnail for that video for YouTube. I forget now whether it was actually a wheel or the belts. Maybe it was the wheel. Maybe it was the an actual wheel of a vehicle. I forget. But yeah, this is really interesting, people. This is interesting because here it's 2020, December 20th, 2020, and this world is very hectic right now. Very hectic. Oh, it's getting a little foggy. Not foggy. It's not as clear anymore. So that it was losing focus. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's trying to get in focus now. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. So, but imagine people, we could be having a life somewhere else. We could have families somewhere else. We can have a different occupation, people. But here we getting so fixated about here, getting upset about the election, getting upset about the uh, that virus. We get so stressed out. We get stressed out because of racism. I know I do. Racism, sexism, right? We get all worked up. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. See, when I have these vision people, I'm trying to wake up. And I want you guys to wake up. This it puts things in a different perspective. Really. All these things that we see, these experiences. And then sometimes in the video, in my vision, remember, it was one of my recent ones. It could have been a month ago. And I saw what looked like a scientist, a white man, older, and that device. I told you all about that device. Sometimes I see it looks like some type of very long cylinder shape device, and it's about maybe a foot in diameter, maybe a little bigger. And then it had these little things that extended outwardly from it. And then they had some type of handle at the top portion. And on the bottom portion, and one time I saw that it had like a smaller ring in the very front. So that made me feel that it's something maybe electrical, not that could send out impulses. Um, something because it was a metal ring, I think, maybe in maybe 2 inches in diameter. It could have been. I don't know what the material was, but I remember seeing it, and it made me feel that this thing can send out some type of impulse, whether it be radiation, uh, magnetic, something. And it's something to control something else. And the guy was smiling, like had a not a happy smile, like I'm going to get you type of look, smile. Yeah, he had gray hair. It was full. He could have been in his 60s, 70s, even. Look healthy, but just an older face. Um, what you call average build. He was wearing a white lab coat. Yeah, I saw that face. Short. He was a tiny, seemed tiny, not too tiny, but no, it wasn't a big. He didn't look like he would be a tall guy. It was just an impression, based on his build. So what if we our true avatar? Let's just say our true avatar is somewhere else, and we're in a lab, and we're asleep in that lab. And sometimes we start to wake up people, and they use that device to keep us in check. Just a thought. I mean, it saw me and I saw it. And something is going on. Something really, really is going on here. It's really interesting, all this. Could it be my imagination? Sure, it could. Seeing the same thing again. You know, I saw that device before in other visions. Yes, I have. And I haven't seen, like, at one point early in the year, I was seeing a lot of, in my impression, it it seemed it was in a dark place. I'm inside a structure of something, a large a cavity. And my impression was that it was, s- I felt it was somewhere out in space. That I know that sounds crazy. Um, I mean, one time I was what looked like out in space in a large structure, and then they had this opening, and I saw these spacecrafts. Yep, it was a whole fleet of them outside, like as if uh, in a what you call a mothership that had a very large opening, and I felt that those spacecrafts outside, you know, that they came from where I'm standing in that cavity. If that makes sense. So, like I'm indoors, within a structure that's massively big, and then there was an opening outside. You know, like a large oval opening, and outdoors of that is complete blackness. And you see those structure, those spacecraft. They were all identical, and you can see them bobbing up and down a little bit. Complete blackness, no stars whatsoever. But I'm seeing this, and that vision was as clear as clear. You saw details. I'm not good in giving details like that. I mean, you're seeing something for the first time. You don't know where to look. It's just like you're overwhelmed with what you're looking at. So the different existences. And I mean, with today, yes, I had my device on. That's my monitor. Yes, I left with it on today. I don't know why. I didn't feel like going out yesterday. Yeah, I just stayed in bed all day. You know, I mean, I did basic thing, cook my food and all that. I have to go out eventually because I have to get groceries. Yeah, this is a very, very interesting existence, people. And we are living in this point of attention. And that we can see more than one point of attention. It's as if, okay, um, this type of, this is just telling me, that it things are recorded, I feel. See, that place, what we saw, for me to see it, um, I just feel it's something that is recorded. And that's how come I was able to see it. It's um, like a radio. It's something that's always broadcast, and like a CD. Okay, a CD is it has the data on it, right? Let's say it's a movie. You could play the beginning, middle, or end. And they're all different stories. That CD is it's like the part where the data is stored, but you need some type of computer device to play it, right? All this could be like they say a computer data, everything, everything. Because like when you daydream, let's say you're remembering a special event that you went to, and then you can think back and daydream about it, right? Exactly how it happened. How are you able to do that? Because the information is stored somewhere. Some things that allow, like, some things you can retrieve readily, you know? This point of attention that you could imagine, or let me remember my childhood home, or, you know, things like that. How could the mind do that? Because that data is stored somewhere. It doesn't die. It doesn't get deleted. Like I have, let me give you another example. This is interesting because I just got it. Remember, like about 3 or 4 days ago, last week, I bought a security camera. It's basically made, for security. You have it set up in your home. It was a real inexpensive one. It's just $20 each. And it comes with, you download an app on your smartphone. And at any location, you click on the app to, and you have to program it too. You have to link it to your device. And you could look in your home, say, hey, see how your home is doing, whatever. And I discovered on the phone, like, cause you look at the device on your phone, you can look through it, look at your device on the screen, and you could see what your monitor, your security camera is looking at, right? But it also has a feature on the different days of the week. I thought, like, cause see, I had taken out pulled the plug out to get the SD card out, cause it has a SD, a card in it so you can store info. I thought it's only in there, oh, until you press the record button, because it does have that as well, um, on your phone, on your smartphone. When you open up the app, it allows you to take photo of what you're looking at and a video of of what was already filmed. And if my memory serves me right, like one of the days, I had taken out I purchased it on the 15th of this month, the 15th, and I had taken out, pulled the plug out on the 16th or the 17th, because I had to get the SD card out because I wanted to upload a video. Okay. And then I put it back in, and I had some problem trying to reload it because I had to reset up the device. That's going to be a problem. I just wanted something simple. You just take it out, so I have to really find out how I'm supposed to navigate this. Because the date that I pulled it out, I believe that it was still recording. Oh, how'd it go? Yeah, because I had plugged it back in. I took the device out, I think, and I think I plugged it back in. Uh, and it's because it's linked up to the app, I think this thing is constantly on. Like I don't have to. Okay, I don't have to press the record button on it. That yeah, I think that's the point. Okay, you can record what you see on that screen. You know, but if you're not pressing it on it, the record or the photo, yeah, that's it. The when you press the record button on your phone, it records on your phone. You know, because when I turned off the app and looked at the I forget what you call it, where all the apps are. I saw in my photos section the pictures that I just took and the video. I did like a little snippet. So okay, so it's being stored on my camera, my phone. But what about the device? The device itself. The device itself. When I went on my computer and inserted the SD card in my laptop computer, that it had data there that I didn't like. It just keeps it recording. I think I said, wow, it had a lot of little folders, and so this thing, what it looks like, according to the SD card, this thing is storing the information. Period. It's just gathering data. And on the cell phone itself, it stores everything. I said, oh sure. That's what it looked like. Yeah. So imagine that. Like you have your eyes are like a camera. The data's going in. It's never deleted. It's always there. Because your phone is like a computer, your smartphone. I have an iPhone. And so that data was there and had more than one dates stored on it. I said, wow. I was amazed. So I have to really learn this device. You could have on the device, you can have the sound on, had a button like to that you can talk. You can talk in it, and they can talk to you. So let's say I think that's how it goes. If I'm in one location, and let's say someone's in the room, and I want to talk to them, I think they can hear me. I have to, I have to, I have to work that out. I have to try to understand how it works. But um, I know when they played it back, I was able to hear me. So it is recording. It can record what you're saying, and you can play it on your iPhone. Listen to what you were recording. Yep. And I think the person in the room that they can talk to. Yeah, something like that. So just like in my visions, you see, or the phone, like the thing that I'm recording, it's always streaming. It's always streaming. And even though I didn't physically say press the record button on my phone, it's still recording onto the app, allow access. I think that's what's happening with the visions. We didn't actually press the play button, the record button, but that data is being stored as it's happening. And sometimes you can play it back. I think that's what's happening. Everything. Because that makes a lot of sense. How are we able to remember, have a memory on something, and to visualize in your head? Let's say your first day in school or your first love, okay? And you could remember and see the details of it in your head, in your mind's eye, right? That's what I think was going on. Or like today, Um, I saw a family. Could have been between 5 and 8 people, all huddled together like for a photo op. Beautiful house, the room, nicely furnished, a lot of things in it. Very, very, look like they had a very comfortable life. Um, Different ethnic group than myself. Or the vision that I talked about a moment ago about the seeing a man's feet in some type of construction site, right? Where is this? Totally different place. Looked like, my impression was South Asian. They were very dark, barefooted, but they had technology, a tractor of some type. Yeah, that thing was moving and moving back and forth. I thought, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was one of the, yeah, some of the things I see is very clear, but most of the stuff is very faint, not as detailed as that. Yeah, the spaceships was very clear. This is an extraordinary existence, people. And those who are listening now, I trust that you can do the same thing. I don't do drugs or anything like that. I didn't have a special ceremony. I just went upon waking up. I said, okay, let me just keep my eyes closed and relax. And it's as if you're looking at, imagine that your eyelids are a screen. So you're looking into your closed eyes, and that your eyelids serves as a screen, and you just stare at the screen, and then boom, you may start to see something. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. Really interesting. Really interesting. Wouldn't that put a different perspective for you upon what life is all about? Here in, we get all stressed out. I know I have. I'm being honest. See, when I'm in this reality, the one that I'm talking to you all, I have the same concerns like everybody else about your loved ones, about your health, about, everyday things. Because we're living in this, and so we have to deal with where we are. And then you remember about the things that you saw in a vision. I never had this type of experience before. Yeah, I started doing my meditation officially April 2014. 2014 in April. Back then, though, I saw geometric shapes, the colors red and green. Yeah. So that's duality. Red and green are opposites each other. And they were little, like a string of rectangular shaped things, narrow strips, red and green in color, and had a dot in the center of each one. And it moved like a wave, like a current. And yeah, I would have, yeah, I have the geometric shapes initially. And then I started seeing like little round balls, little look like glass balls stacked up. Excuse me. And then only later did I start, in 2017 is when I started seeing places and things in nature, outdoors. And then now I basically see things like tile floors. So I'm speculating maybe I work in some type of construction, or maybe I'm a photographer. I mean, I don't know. Part of a family somewhere. I don't know. It's really, really interesting. Have any of you ever experienced anything like this, or know of people who have experienced anything like this before? Yeah, I encourage you to try it. You don't have to do any chemicals whatsoever. I try to eat healthy, you know. To be honest, I don't think whether you're vegan or, I used to think if you're more vegetarian, they say like try to eat food that has a lot of energy in it. So a plant-based, live plants hold a lot of energy in it. But your body requires proteins, meat. You need proteins in your diet. Yeah, I was watching a video about that, about, this person who was a vegetarian for 13 years, and then the last 2 years they noticed they were getting ailments. And then he briefly tried veganism. What was that? Yeah, he tried veganism for 6 months during that time period. And he said it was a no-go. His body started to um, break down. Yeah, he was very skinny. So now he eats a meat-based diet to rebuild his body. So so what I'm saying there's a balance in everything. And I know the new agey type people. I hate to say it like that, but they talk about energy. Eat eat foods that have a lot of energy in it. Yeah, that I agree. So you know, having plants and fruits, fresh plants and fruits, like spinach and live food. Sure, that's good for the body, but your body needs a very good uh, protein source. What else? Yeah, I was also. I'm now getting off the topic about talk about foods and stuff like that. Yeah, let me just stay on the topic rather than getting all over the place. But it is important to eat a well balanced diet, because your body is mechanical. I mean, you got to run its motor properly, so it needs the correct nutrients. Um, So I would imagine if you have a sharp mind and body, I would imagine you'd be able to navigate better. That's just, my thoughts about that. If you're healthy, hey, you probably be able to perform better, you know. Um, but yeah, people, I heavily encourage you guys to try the same. I mean, um, you want to take like a nap or something, just close your eyes and relax the body, and try to like stay awake, like you're really relaxed, and you have your point of attention to make this work for you. uh, look at your eyelids, when you close your eyes, the back of your eyelids, as if that's going to serve as the screen, but actually it's your third eye. And then you may start see things, you know so yeah, try it and find out what you experience. Or when you're coming out of a sleep, next time you're waking up from a nap, or first thing in the morning, if you were dead asleep, upon awakening, keep those eyes closed and just keep a mental, keep awareness that, okay, I'm awake now. You can even move your body. You could move your legs, feet, scratch your head, that you know that you're awake, and that now I just want to relax the body. Keep your eyes closed, and just go with the flow. And I bet you too are going to start seeing something. The faster you're able to glide into that mode of awareness, being mentally aware that you have just awakened from the sleep and that you're going to stay relaxed in your body, it seems like the quicker you'll be able to see something. That's the key in all this. And I've been doing this since this relaxed um, meditation in bed in 2017. Yeah, I used to get out of bed and go sit at my table and do a formal meditation. And then one day I got lazy because I think maybe it was a little cold outside, cold in the room, and I didn't want to get out of bed because it's nice and warm and cozy under the covers. So that, hey, let me do a meditation here. Just do it in bed and just stay where I am. And then it happened. Yep, it happened. Yeah. So these are very interesting times, people. Very interesting times. So I thank you all for listening. I thank you all. Start spreading the word about this technique and that you can do it too. I am no special. No one special. I mean, we're all special, okay? We're all special. So yeah, tomorrow is tomorrow is first day of winter. Yeah, the first day of winter. And I want to go outside tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll go to the park. I think I would like to do a live stream. Going to the Ramble, yes. My ramble times at the Central Park, um that 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 forest and the trees and everything. That's what I want to hope for, to do that, to usher in the first day of winter. Yeah, I actually did a video, a live stream. It was the last day of winter this year. It was in March. Yeah, I did not knowing. I had found this group of people. I went to go to the park, to the beach, Far Rockaway Beach in Queens, where I used to live. Yes, I used to live in Far Rockaway, Queens. Left when I was about 3 months shy of my fifth birthday. And there was a spiritual group. These were, what do you call it, like this Afro, what do you call it? They were wearing all white. Um, it was a ceremony, a religious ceremony with blacks, West Indians, and South American people. Yeah, they were doing a ritual. We had a cocoa ceremony, and it was a nice gathering. That week, yeah, that was the last day of winter. So interesting. It was actually the last day of winter, and that's probably why they met. Yeah, that's what I speculate. They went to do the ceremony, and that's also when they had the lockdown. When they said, okay, you can't go out and socialize, but I went out anyway that day. Yeah, it was right. It was, I think, the 19th. Yeah, March the 19th. Yeah, they made some announcement, I think, on the 15th or something like that, or 16th. But I went on the 19th because I wanted to see the water. Yeah, not realizing the significance of that day. So interesting. So tomorrow I'd like to do the first day of winter and do a live stream for you guys. And yeah, yeah, I want the best out of this year. This is you know, they're trying to get us out of focus. That's all what's happening. They want you confused and scared, but don't be. And I tell that to myself too. I'm no different than you guys, but I have to encourage myself too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Courage is yours. Courage is yours. Courage is yours. Yes, courage belongs to you. Navigate the best way you know how, and be reminded that there is more than one point of attention, people. And this is just one of them that you are experiencing now. So I'm glad that this stream didn't get canceled because my phone looked like, it was going out of focus. It gets problematic sometimes. But I'm very thankful for those of you who are here right now. Yes, share this video with friends, family members if you like. And those of you who like this content and want to support me, I have a PayPal me link, folks. Yes. And to do so, uh, on my channel, Spirit Journey, there's a banner on the right hand side of it. Just click on the PayPal me link, follow the prompts, and any amount would be greatly appreciated. Yes, I thank you all in advance. Peace, love, and joy to you all. Let's enjoy life, okay? Thank you again. Until next time soon, okay? Bye bye.